Hi guys, welcome to another video. I hope you're doing well. I hope everything is okay on your end. Today's video is slightly different. It's about a kitchen appliance that I have received a lot of questions about. So if you're new here, subscribe if you haven't. And if you watch my videos and you have not subscribed, please feel free to subscribe. I'll go right into it. I'll be talking about my induction cooker. When you have an induction cooker, you need to be very keen, as you just can't buy any sufuria you wish to buy. But if you have an alternative source of heat, you can buy at your own pleasure. For induction cooker, it uses specific pots. So in this video, I'll tackle the pros and the cons of the induction cooker, and then in my experience while using it. I hope it will help you make an informed decision, or if you're thinking about procuring one, I hope this video will help you. So I'll get right into it. Whenever you want to add another kitchen appliance to your house, or you want to add something to your kitchen, or any appliance you're thinking of adding, it's always prudent to do some research. Just basic research, like if it gets spoiled, where will I fix it? If I need a spare, where can I get one? Like, know if the product you're going to invest in has after sale service. Know if you need something, you can easily access the parts. I wanted to buy an induction cooker sometime last year, but then I couldn't get as much information as I wanted on it. And at the time, I didn't know which brand is good, because I had seen I think Prestige and Ramtons and it's called Tef something. I have forgotten the name. So I couldn't go with Prestige, because even though I have seen in foreign countries that it's actually a very nice induction cooker, it's in Kenya, I didn't know about the after sale service. And me, I'm very big on after sale service, because I want when something gets spoiled, or I can get someone legit to fix it. See, easy. I don't like back and forth with people. So I settled on Ramton's one. And the reason why I would recommend this, it comes with a pan, a free pan, so that in the event all your sufurias or all your cookpots are not compatible with this, you can still use it. You get? So that is the one reason I would recommend it. Just that. Then at face value, that is why I would recommend it. We'll start with the pros, then tuanze na cons. You make up your mind. Now, when you're buying an induction cooker, one thing that will probably happen is that you will do an overhaul of your sufurias, all your cookpots, unless you're someone who uses purely cast iron or pure enamel sufurias, or pure stainless steels, like stainless steels with a flat base, or reinforced stainless steel, because there are those stainless steel sufurias that we have in our homes that don't even work with the induction cooker, either because their combination of, or the magnetic properties are not very strong, because the induction cooker uses electromagnetic technology to generate heat. So you really need a sufuria that has strong magnetic properties. Stainless steel sufurias, cast iron, or enamel sufurias. If you're using an aluminium sufuria, it needs to have a stainless steel base, and all your cookpots must have a flat bottom. Yeah, they must have a flat bottom, because if they are those curved sufurias, they won't work. That is likely to happen. You'll have to do an overhaul of your cookpots. I think basically that is the main disadvantage that I've observed with this. Secondly, the induction cooker surface is made of a glass surface. So if you're a rough person, itavunjika, it can break, or if something, just a bad accident. Accidents do happen in the kitchen, so it can easily break. To keep in mind is that you need to always be careful while operating it, in terms of being relatively gentler and using pots that are of the same size as your induction cooker. If by the time you're doing that, you also understand that the induction cooker surface is very fragile. That is that. On the pros, I'll just start with efficiency. Like, it cooks so fast. It cooks faster than gas and faster than the normal electric cookers. Really fast. And I think the most favorite use yangu for this induction cooker is milk. Maziwa haitamwagika. Like, you see the way when you start cooking milk, making milk or milk tea, boiling it, you are worried that it will just do that thing. It doesn't happen with the induction cooker. It has a milk setting, so it boils the milk at the right temperature, so the milk does not overboil. Yani, that is like a lifesaver for me, because and I know for many people, we always multitask in the kitchen, and for our men out here, nyinyi ni watu wa kusahau mmeweka vitu kwa jiko, so the induction cooker is favoring the gentleman kidogo. Anyway, that is one. Maziwa. Two, we've started with the efficiency levels. It's very efficient. I know the most common question that most people ask is the electric consumption or the power consumption. It does not consume a lot of power at all. Like, I'll give an example based on the unit. I don't have that meter. There's a device that people measure their consumption with. I don't have that, but there's a day I observed the units. So from 2 units, I ended up remaining with around 1.4 after cooking for 1 whole hour. So I only used 0.6 units for 1 meal, like 1 hour. That's a long time. So I feel that it does not consume a lot of energy, so that is good. And then it's also environment friendly, and it's safe. Like, it's safe. When you remove the cook pot from the induction cooker, inazima, like, it does not continue generating heat, so it's very safe for your children to even use, for everyone to use. So the takeaway for me for the induction cooker is 1, the efficiency. 2, the fact that it's safe, very safe and easy to use. Anyone can use it. And the most important thing of it, you can regulate your heat. If you're cooking with you're making recipes that require certain temperatures, you can increase the temperature, you can reduce the temperature, and it also comes with preset modules for different functions. But then I would strongly advise, if you have an induction cooker or if you're planning to buy an induction cooker, just first test your cookpots. But if you don't have cookpots, when you're going to buy, there are 2 things you can do. 1, I saw on Facebook someone went for shopping, sufuria shopping, with a magnet, like an actual magnet. I found it so hilarious because he was saying that he looked like a mad person, ama mchawi or something. Because imagine you're going to a shop asking the shop attendant to open one of the sufurias so that you can see if it adheres to the magnet vizuri, if it's strong enough. That is one way to do it. The second way, most supermarkets or most shops that have cookpots also have induction cookers. So what I do, especially in supermarkets, I just go to the supermarket, identify the set of pots that I want, then go to the electronic side. I request the attendants to test them for me. If the induction cooker doesn't work, with the cook pot on top of it, you just know they are not compatible. Because if you use a sufuria or a cook pot that is not compatible with it, it will not work. You'll just see it's on, but there's nothing that is happening, and you might fault your induction cooker ati haifanyi job, but it's not compatible. The induction cooker is okay, but the sufuria you're using is not okay. The third thing that you can do is that if you're going for a whole set, look for those indicators. They usually, modern sufurias, they indicate what that sufuria can be used for, or the number of heat sources that it's compatible with. So most of them have an indication, induction compatible, gas compatible, electric compatible. They have those. So either you use the box, the description on the box, but if the description is not available, just do a manual test. Take the sufuria, request the attendant. They always accept. Because I remember when I did that for the first time, I just wanted one piece. I didn't want the whole set. And in that supermarket, they just had a display of sufurias without their boxes. So I requested the attendant to test it for me. And I'm hey, most people don't do this. And the pieces we have sold for the induction cooker, most people have actually returned them because they're saying it's not working. And I found it funny, but I also understood, you see. So just don't be embarrassed to test. You'd rather test than waste money on sufurias that you can't use when you come back home, especially if this is the only thing you're using to cook. So for me, I use this, and I also use gas. Yeah, I think the rest I'll just show you. I'll just show you how it works a little bit. See, a little bit. I'll just show you, but in the meantime, the Ramptons one, the features that I've used so far. I have used the timer. I have used the one for boiling milk, and the stir fry one. I still haven't used a hot pot or water, because water really, I just boil my water with kettle. Ama kama ni ugali na boil tu na sufuria ya ugali ama ya rice. So for the Ramptons one, this is a display screen to show you the temperature or the mode you're in. Then it has the power, and then this one will show you the watts in terms of electricity that you're going to use, voltage. Then this is where your induction happens, like where you place your sufuria. And this whole surface while you're cooking, it's never hot. Just at the center where the pan meets the induction cooker, that is where it's usually hot. So even after cooking, don't touch here, because it's usually still hot, relatively hot. Manageable, but it's good not to test your heat tolerance level. Let me show you what happens when you place a cook pot that works well. I don't know if you can hear a hissing sound. That's how you know it's working. Just see, you see, all functions work. Milk, you want to boil water, timer. So if you're stir frying, the highest temperature. I've never used this cook pot setting, so yeah, basically that's how it works. So in the event you're stir frying and you have your temperatures low, let's start with a very low temperature setting. You can even put the timer, like how long do you want it to run? 2 minutes, it can go. It should be cooking, but it's not doing anything. Let's test with water. Nothing happens, it just blinks. So that's how you know that this is not compatible. That's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. If you're new here, subscribe. Remember to give this video a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. With that said, see ya.